versing lately like we used to. And the fact that she got me a present, it's kind of throwing off mixed signals to me.
It smells great.
Okay, good, because I was like in there sniffing like
What is it?
20
You show me what it
candles.
was.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Blackbird 91. We're talking about Tory and Sabrina. And of course, yes, Tory does feel a little bit confused by the movements of Sabrina, and I can totally understand why. Because, you know, you're getting mixed signals because you're wanting something from Sabrina and you're seeing the real behavior from Sabrina, and you can understand that she really isn't into you as you need her to be. And that's why there's confusion. And I want to break it down for a lot of people to make them understand why oftentimes we find ourselves in a confusing place. Okay. I'm here to clear those kind of things up. We never want to be in a situation in a relationship where we feel confused or Confucius or confuzzled. We don't want to ever feel confuzzled. You understand? Yeah. So listen, if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor. Like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals, baby. My throat is doing all sorts, so I'm not going to sing that. Do you get what I'm saying? All right, do me a massive favor before we do. Vote for me on Influence TV. I'm part of a competition. I need your votes. Listen, click on the link down below. There's 2 of them. Use both of them. It's free. Vote for me. Share it with somebody else and vote for me to see some of my great content being put on the national screens that you watch. Okay, I appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. Let's get into this particular video because honestly, Tory and Sabrina, I put it here that Tory undoes the Sabrina spell. Look, in any situation now, myself, like, I want things to be absolutely clear. So I ask very clear questions so we can get clear answers. Okay. The input I'm putting in is to get a particular output. And here with Tory, he's talking about, I feel like there's mixed signals. Why? Because she's bought you a gift, and no woman buys a man a gift, as he said himself, all right, without there being some level of care. And here's a confusion. The real confusion exists in this. Sabrina likes you, but not enough to put you number one. You can sense that you're not number one, but you still feel her liking you some shape or form. Here's the real truth. You will seduce yourself to be with this woman. And I want people to pay attention because some of you are in this position as well. You're willing to ignore the absolute red flag or the absolute signal in front of you that, you know what, I'm not number one. But they keep doing certain things that make me feel like I could be number one. And that little bit of hope, you latch onto it, you hold onto it, and then you use that as a thing to say, I'm confused. You're not confuzzled. That's you. You're refusing to accept the truth. You are not number one. If you accept the truth that I'm not number one, the confuzzle goes out the window. Okay, confuzzle means puzzled and confused. Confuzzled, you won't have it. It won't be there. The truth of the matter is you want to be confuzzled because you want to have the little bit of hope that there is a chance that you can be with this particular person. That's what Tory doing. Okay? That's what Tory's doing. And so when he's having this date with himself, his friend, and Sabrina, and it was meant to be Ace as well, which I spoke about in another video, which was, I don't know why she didn't just text him or call him and let him know, and then fed him some rubbish about, you know, the way you look at Sabrina, which was true, but it's rubbish because it's not the real reason why he didn't come. But, you know, you want to be able to be in a position where you're honest with yourself. And I talk about this in my writing part of my book. I was saying that seduction is something that people lie to themselves about because you have to believe the lie. The full truth is that this person isn't interested in you the way that you want them to be interested in you. But you tell yourself they are because that will give you an opportunity to explore a little bit. But then you betray yourself because at the end of it, you don't get what you actually wanted, which is a political situation. All right. Okay, cool. Let's get a bit more into this.
Candle.
It's a candle. Oh, it's so sweet. But a woman doesn't buy you a gift to waste her time. This is actually one of my old time friends.
And again, so what you'll try to do now is try to hold on to these little moments like, oh, a woman won't buy you a gift. And I'm not playing that game. I'll be honest with you, I'm not playing that game. If I'm confuzzled, I'm going to ask a question to unfuzzle it, blood. I'm gonna ask a question to unfuzzle it, blood, because I'm not about to waste time. You guys hear me all the time talking about PEW, position, expectation, wants. Your position is I like you. Your expectation is I want you. What is your want, Sabrina? Do you want me or not? Do you want me? Listen, if I'm not your number one at this point in time, all right, cool. Maybe I want to bounce. Or if you're willing to fight and say, listen, I'm willing to go all the way to the end. If I don't get it, I don't get it. That's fine. Then be honest with yourself. Don't be confuzzled. Because being confuzzled leaves you open to being attacked. And this is the real issue behind mixed signal, right? Being in a place where there's mixed signal, you should exit the process. Exit the process. Whatever's happening in your life as a relationship, whenever you feel like there's a mixed signal, and I'm talking about in dating terms, if you're in a relationship, it's slightly different, then you need to actually have a conversation and bear things out. But if someone's confuzzling you and putting you in mixed signals, you need to put them straight. You need to ask them, listen, what are you trying to do? Right? And then you have to ask yourself the real question, why am I really confuzzled? What is it I actually want? Don't get gassed by the gift. The gift is not the issue. The gift is now become a medium you use to give yourself an excuse to stay where you are.
Might go by Ash.
Yeah.
That makes it
Ash.
sound more manly and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
okay, I feel you.
Yeah.
And Sabrina.
Okay, nice to
I
meet
go
you.
by Brina. It makes it look more manly. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That was pretty funny from Sabrina. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, she got some jokes on her, and I appreciate her for that as well. At the end of the day, you know, I always say this: well, you got to be responsible for yourself. You know, you got to be responsible for yourself and actually look after yourself and tell yourself some truths. Now, I want to go to the next part of the show because I want to go to this part where Sabrina talks a little bit about after a divorce. I think that's another important part as well.
How did that go?
It went well and then not well because obviously I'm here, right?
Yeah.
But I think it was important for me to get myself back out there and kind of experience the dating life.
What you looking for in a relationship?
A partner in crime.
I'll come to that in a second. So obviously she's been divorced for about a year and a half, which is actually pretty decent. It's not too bad. She spent time also dating as well. I think Donovan's been out for the last 4 months. Now Donovan knows I love him, but I'm gonna be honest with you, 4 months, sir. I'm gonna need you to chill. I'm gonna need you to chill. Fresh out the dome. I'm gonna need you to chill. Y'all here to be a playboy, baby. Okay, look. So, you know, I appreciate that, Sabrina, sharing that because that gives us a bit more timeline in terms of who's freshly out of a relationship in that sense and who's freshly divorced and, you know, etc. Like, it makes us have a better picture. So she does sound like she's ready to, you know, explore, but maybe not ready to explore with Tory. Okay, not even maybe. She isn't ready to explore that with Tory. Now, she said the same thing for Demetrius as she said for old boy Tory. But funnily enough, her answer was different with Demetrius. When she spoke about her answer, with Donovan, when she said about Demetrius, she said, I'm not looking to get married straight away, but you know, looking for a relationship. With Tory, said, listen, look, hey, look, you know, I don't want to get too deep too quick. With Donovan, she said, obviously, I want a family. Really interesting that she said, I wanted a family. And Donovan was like, whoa. You know, I need her to chill. Like, it sounds like she wants to be on a family thing. And I'm not sure if I want to be there yet. So interesting how her answer moves people in different ways. Now, she had different answers slightly, but it's interesting how the men reacted differently because depending on where they stood. Interesting stuff. All right.
What type of guy? Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is someone that I know that I can rely on, who's loyal, who's not going to give up on us or on themselves. You know, I think that's really important.
So, you know, she said obviously she wants a partner in crime, somebody who's not going to give up on themselves, somebody who's loyal. And those are good qualities as well. And I appreciate those kind of qualities that she mentioned as well. Nothing wrong there. It's really good. You know, some people want a partner in crime to run with the streets with, you know, and be Bonnie and Clyde. And that's nothing wrong with that too. That makes total sense depending on what kind of relationship you require or what kind of partnership you want to see in your relationship. Really depends on you. But I think it speaks a lot as well about Sabrina, when we take in the information that we had from later on, where she has a date with Demetrius, where they speak about being submissive. So she sees herself as a co-equal. And I absolutely hear this. So there's a co-equalness in this relationship, but she doesn't want to yield. That's a difference. Now, there are going to be some men that are going to be called that. Let's be freaking honest. But that non-yield energy could turn off a few guys, right? But so that makes sense as to why she wants a partner in crime. She wants somebody who's on the equal footing, who will go along with them and run with them in their race. So I totally get that. You know, that is not it's not a problem at all. I think you know, with Sabrina, she wants to have equal say, and we'll deal with that maybe with the Demetrius date, and we'll talk about why I said because last week I said it. I said, if you listen carefully, what she's really saying is she can't submit. That was the truth, and I said it. And then we see this episode, she can't submit. That's the honest truth. It just is what it is. Like, do you know what I mean? But I want to go fast forward a little bit to this point here because this was interesting.
Damn, brother, like you was going right here.
I can't say I ever had a date when the guy calls another girl on the date, though.
You can't say you've ever been on a double date with somebody who you're dating one person. So, babe, it's new for everybody, new territory. What she really was saying is, I didn't like the fact that you paid attention to someone else. But, baby, you're not even giving me full attention, so you better relax. You're not even giving me the full attention. You got someone else number one, and you trying to control how I'm going to behave? You better relax. And this is what happens when the game gets played. I know it. I know the game, so I know how it goes. When you install your controlling, I don't want to say, and it's not controlling. What I'm talking about is the game itself. It's different. Controlling in terms of being abusive, no. But the controlling in terms of the game, when people are trying to move chess pieces to make sure that it fits their board, this is part of the game, right? So when she's saying she feels like some way about him calling another girl, she does feel some type of way because she wants attention. She wants attention to be on her. She wants to make sure that Tory is still underneath her thumb. Let's keep it a buck and keep it real. Now, she might never admit that because that would be hella rude. But the truth of the matter is it comes through your behavior. I know. You keep one girl here and you keep another girl here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you're trying to keep one girl underneath your thumb. You know this already because you're trying to keep a certain length so that you can access it whenever you want. Let's keep it a buck and not lie to ourselves. I know the game, baby. So she got a little bit annoyed when he did that because he didn't give her the full attention, right? And again, it's not even a casting. It's just a reality of this situation when you play the game in this format. And she voiced how remember she said, I'm gonna say how I feel. So she said it in the cutscene and she said it straight in person. Oh, I've never had a girl and man, someone call another girl, baby, you saying what you're feeling right now. I hear you. You're saying your mind right now. I hear you. Listen, do your thing, you feel me? But like I said again, it's because she wanted to keep all spotlight on her. Because all he was doing was calling Ace to find out how she was doing, see where she was, because she hadn't arrived yet. That's all. That's all he was doing, to check up and make sure Ace was still coming. Why are you getting stressed about that? Because you want all the attention on you. I mean, that could play a part in the relationship too. Right, as much as I said it's not really a big deal. I have to recap what I said. That potentially could be shown up in a relationship format. When if you feel like I haven't given you attention, how would you? If you interpret me not giving you attention when I'm actually just trying to do something, will you also react the same way? Like I'm doing something or I'm trying to sort something out or whatever, and you feel like I'm not giving you the attention. Are you gonna react the same way? You're gonna feel like I'm not giving you the attention that you desire. Right? At least with one thing with Sabrina, she's gonna mention it. That one I can't hate on. At least you know where you're gonna stand with Sabrina. She's gonna let you know, hey, that's what it is. But what she kept on trying to do is she was trying to pull his hand. Look what she was saying. Look.
This is just strange. Like, okay, we could do this.
Yeah.
I know Ace. Ace wouldn't stand me up for no.
Clearly, she was uncomfortable, especially when she was holding her knee as well. I could tell she was uncomfortable, rocking back and forth a little bit. If you saw her body language, she was a little bit uncomfortable. I was like, it be what it be. Sometimes it gets like that. Let's watch a little bit more.
No reason, unless our connection might not be as strong as I thought it was.
And that's the truth. Listen, Tory's been in that position before where he thought the same thing with Sabrina. Their connection was so strong and he got let down. It must be disheartening. It must be heartbreaking as well, twice to feel this type of way where you think you have a good connection with somebody and they let you down, which is why at the end with Ace, he told her how he felt. And that's why I said that Ace did him dirty because she just needed to communicate. She did more damage by not communicating and standing him up instead of just letting him know straight up, look, I don't feel that way that you do. And I see the way you look at Sabrina. That was all. That's what it was, a mess up. That's all it needed to be,
This is a little awkward. It's a little awkward, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, I hope that was just an overlay of a word, like they cut something out and put that on top, because we don't necessarily see her mouth moving in that particular way, but I hope that's an overlay and they took that from someone else and put it over, because she's obviously mentioning that how awkward it is. Babe, why are we mentioning how awkward it is? What? He's just calling the other person who's meant to be on a date. It was already awkward when you got two people on a date already. He's just calling to find out where she is. No biggie, no hard thing. It's a simple call. Once he finishes the call, he'll be back to talking to you. And that's what we're talking about, Sabrina playing the game. She knows exactly what she's doing when it's psychological warfare, because what she does, she's not going to let you have no time to breathe. When she's with you, she's going to send those signals that show that she likes you. But then when you're trying to have that back and forth entirety, you're going to realize she's not giving you back what you actually thought you're giving. When someone does that, just exit. If this is for the audience, if you're giving someone 100 and you feel like they're giving you 50, so they're giving you in spurts, then lets you know they're not interested in the way that you're interested. It's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to walk away. You ain't got to stay. You ain't got to stay. You ain't got to stay. You feel me, baby? You feel me?
Yeah, I didn't get no answer. So I'm not sure if you're going to make it or not.
Yeah.
Look at Sabrina's face. She's vexed with the ting now. Look at her face. Her face is vexed with the ting, cuz she is not happy at all. Not in the slightest. And again, it's part of the game that she plays. She wants to have control. She wants to be able to move the chess pieces. She wants to be able to have the say of when it happens, when it doesn't happen. And that's somebody who likes control, which is why she can't give it the control reins in a relationship either. She likes to make sure that she herself is equal footing. It's part of her control, because part of submission is being able to release that control. But we talk about that in another thing. Let's just look at this part of this episode.
Let me be very clear. Like, I don't want to rush into anything. Like, I want to take it slow.
I've always questioned, is she really fully ready to be with anybody on this journey? And even so.
Oh no, brother, she's ready to be with somebody, just not you. That's the honest truth, bro. Like, she's just not ready to be with you. You don't need to question whether she wants to be with somebody. It's a you thing, not a it's not a universe thing, bro. And as a man, I don't even want to think about that, whether she was ready to be with other people. I just want to be ready. That is she ready to be with me? That's all I care about. Is she wanting to be with me? That's all I care about. I can't make the judgment whether she wants to be with other people, but we as an audience can, because we can see how she behaves with Donovan and Demetrius. I think she would be happy with either one of those men. I think she would date. I don't know if she would necessarily want to get so serious, but I definitely think she would definitely date. Is what it is, baby.
That portion does scare me. The more I become distant, the more energy she pulls to try to pull me back in. I feel like part of it's genuine, but most of it's just to keep me around.
So now you know that, sir. What you got to do? If you now know that when you try to pull away, she tries to pull you in, what do you do? When you don't message her for 2-3 days and she goes, hey, how you doing? Because she realizes, what are you going to do? I'm asking that question. Then there needs to be an exit path for you, Tory. So again, guys, do me a massive favor. Vote for me on Influence TV. Use the link down below. There's 2 of them. Click on them and vote for me. But listen, I am Kojo Ampadu and Little Blackbird 91. I am out of here, baby. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. Little Blackbird.